YouTube, this is your boy Alex. Apparently, because of the accident, um, there's going to be limited locations, but bear with me. Some of my best YouTube content is going to be released in the summertime. So there's going to be new YouTube channels. I'm still going to make another sports channel, and then I'm going to make another reserve channel because that's what I do. Then I'm a popular YouTuber. And this one's going to be for men and for women because there are some men, as of right now, that are experiencing some sexual frustration, and there are a lot of women that are experiencing some sexual frustration. More men than women. So this video is for both men and women to give you guys and women the best advice humanly possible. So this video's title is going to be called Sex Game. Dominatrix is sex teacher versus pickup artists and dating coaches. Now, I know some of y'all are probably like, that's a long title. I know a lot of y'all going to spit out your Coca-Cola, your Pepsi, your Sprite, your 7-Up, your Mountain Dew, your Sierra Mist. Well, actually, I don't think anybody even drinks Sierra Mist anymore. Apple juice, orange juice, water, tea, coffee, whatever it is that you drink. If you smoke, you probably might spit out the cigarette or the cigar or the weed or whatever. You heard what I said. You heard me loud and clear. I said the name of the title of this video is called Sex Game. The Dominatrix is sex teacher versus pickup artists and dating coaches. Now, depending on how well received this video is, there might be a part 2, there might be a part 3, or it just might be a one video. It might be a one and done type of video. Now, the reason why I call it that, the title of this video, is to explain to you men from the age of 18 to 35, and I guess I'm going to put down 18 to 50, because I know there are going to be some people say, hey, what about me? I'm in my 40s. Hey, I'm in my 50s. So I probably might push it from 18 to 45 or 50 and bump it up to 18 to 55 years of age, to at least be nice and fair. Now, see, to me, the dominatrix is the best teacher when it comes to sexual intercourse. A pickup artist or a dating coach, as these morons like to call themselves, they can't teach you how to fulfill a woman's sexual fantasies. They can't. Because the purpose of a pickup artist is to take you out to the nightclub 4 times a week, to go to nightclubs and bars and speak to the opposite sex and try to get you to try to spit game, as they like to call it, and that doesn't help you. Books, DVDs, they can't help you fulfill women's sexual fantasies. You can buy 5 books, you can buy 10 books, you can buy 20 books, you can buy 5 DVDs, 10, 15, 20 DVDs. All the books and the DVDs are not going to help you physically, sexually attract women at all. It's like this. There's a rule that I learned in the martial arts. I learned it in martial arts. I learned it in boxing. I learned it in weight training. I learned it in playing basketball. I learned it in a lot of my sports. If you cannot physically, sexually attract a woman in the first place, what makes you think books and DVDs are going to help you physically, sexually attract women? Think about it. They don't make the woman like you automatically because you bought all the books and all the DVDs. Yeah, that's what's wrong with pickup artists and dating coaches telling you, oh, you need some game. Yeah, these guys are very stupid and very delusional. These guys watch too much television, too many Hollywood movies. They're like car salesmen. They sell you a car, right? Yeah, there's a new car and then there's a used car. Most of you men want a new car, not a used car. Most of you guys want a house, not an apartment. So think of it in terms of that. See, the dominatrix is going to teach you about yourself. A dominatrix is going to teach you how to fulfill any woman's sexual fantasy. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter how crazy or extreme it is. Most dominatrixes know how to help men create the spark in their relationship. Like when you go to a place like LA Sanctuary, you can always tell who has the experience to be a teacher. Think of sex dominatrixes as basketball and football coaches. You look in the NBA, right? How does the coach know who are the best basketball players from the average basketball players? How does a football coach know who is the best football players from the average football players? They have to have experience coaching, right? You don't just pick somebody and say you're a coach. You have to pick someone who actually is good at spotting talent, who has the potential to be better than what they are, and how to help them get to the next level and the next level and the next level. See, pickup artists and dating coaches, they're not going to tell you that in order for you to physically sexually attract a woman, that you got to be able to figure out on the top of your head what are her sexual fantasies. That's why Tom Likas said it himself. Tom Likas keeps giving you the answer because Tom Likas himself don't like pickup artists and dating coaches. And Tom Likas is as red pill as you can get. Yes, he's this fat, jolly guy from Southern California that has a radio station, that has a radio podcast, a YouTube podcast. All his videos are between 2 to 4 hours. Tom Likas is the man. All of these pickup artists and all these dating coaches are jealous and envious of Tom Likas. You got a lot of guys who rip off Tom Likas' content and then they put it in their pickup artist or dating coach content. All the stuff that you've been hearing on the internet from all these pickup artists, these dating coaches, they steal it from Tom Likas. Tom Likas told you a long time ago, in order for you to physically, sexually attract young, hot, attractive women, you're going to have to date some older women. You're going to have to date some BBW women as for practice. And you get these pickup artists and these dating coaches who tell you you got to date young, hot, attractive women from the age of 18 to 27. Or in this case, I'm going to say from the age of 18 to 29. The only way you can do that is if someone teaches you how to do that. How do you become a car mechanic if you don't know how to operate on cars? The answer is somebody has to come in and show you how you operate on a car. How you become a doctor or a medical surgeon, somebody has to already be a doctor. Somebody has to already be a medical surgeon to teach you how to become a medical surgeon or a doctor. How do you play basketball or football? Well, you need a coach to show you how to play basketball. You need a football coach to show you how to play football. You need somebody who's already played basketball and football to teach you how to play basketball and football. Well, the Dominatrix is a sex teacher who teaches sex education on how you fulfill women's sexual fantasies. Don't matter if it's black women, white women, Mexican women, Asian, Indian, or Samoan women, they will teach you how to fulfill any women's sexual fantasy, no matter how crazy or extreme. Pickup artist and a dating coach gives you by far the worst advice you could get. They'll just tell you go to the nightclubs, go to the bars, and you'll do that for 6 months and be trying to figure out why you're still getting rejected. And you would have spent anywhere from $300 to $500 cash to maybe $3,000, and in some worst cases $15,000 of your own money to a professional pickup artist or dating coach and get ripped off thousands of dollars. Why a dominatrix will actually sit down with you one-on-one and explain why you're getting rejected, how you're getting rejected, why you can't physically sexually attract a woman, and then explain your strengths and your weaknesses. A dominatrix does all of that. A dominatrix does a live demonstration to show you where you're strong and where you fail at. A pickup artist and a dating coach can't teach you that or show you that, because they're like a car salesman. I just want your money. I just want you to buy my books and my DVDs to make me rich and famous. That's the name of the game, divide and conquer. There's an old expression. Perhaps you've heard of it. The strong take from the weak, but the smart takes from the strong. I'm going to say it again. The strong takes from the weak, but the smart takes from the strong. Pickup artists and dating coaches like to target guys who just graduated from high school and college. And if you're from the age of 18 to 27, you are a target to the pickup artists, to the dating coaches. Because they know you're sexually frustrated. They know you get rejected like 5, 10, 15, 20 times. They know women don't find you physically, sexually attractive. So you become target. And I've said this before. You could be between the ages of 30 to 34 years old and still be targeted by a pickup artist or a dating coach, because they have statistics that even if you get into your 30s, you still might get rejected. And guess what? They target you for money. And these pickup artists and dating coaches lie to you. They tell you it ain't about the way you look. All you need is confidence. All you need is game. And if that's true, how come when you first walk up the street or down the street and you see a woman that you find physically, sexually attractive, how come the girl does this? Because she don't find you physically, sexually attractive. She look at your face and be like, no thank you, I'm good. And the pickup artist and the dating coach knows that. Now, the Dominatrix is going to tell you straight to your face whether it hurts your feelings or not. The Dominatrix is going to tell you, do women find you physically, sexually attractive, or if women don't find you physically, sexually attractive? Think about this. All the men that you see in Hollywood that are actors, television and film, there is a reason why those guys get younger women and why people like me and you don't. It's because once upon a time, George Clooney was dating a lot of older women. How did George Clooney get access to young women? George Clooney had to date at least 7 or 8 older women so he can date younger women. It's why younger women come to George Clooney, not just because he's an older man, because he has experience. Tom Cruise dated some older women when he first broke into Hollywood. How come Tom Cruise keeps getting nothing but young, hot, attractive women? Because he dated the older woman first. And what does Tom Likas keep trying to tell everybody? If you date enough older women, you will eventually get to date younger women. If you date BBW women, eventually you get to date young, hot, attractive women. Think of it like this. You can't go from high school to the NBA. Now, that used to be the case until they made a new rule. You got to do at least 2 years of college to go into the NBA. Well, you can't go from high school to dating super hot, attractive women. You can't go from college to dating super hot, attractive women, right? Well, it's the same thing with this. Pickup artists and dating coaches are terrible liars and terrible teachers. They'll charge thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, but don't teach you the stuff you need to learn. And they do that on purpose, because if you do learn the stuff that you're supposed to learn, they can't sell their books or their DVDs. And remember that I said this, and I don't care if any pickup artist or dating coach gets offended by it, they can kiss my you-know-what. Those guys are lazy and don't want to get a real job and don't want to be told what to do by a boss. So a lot of them try to become an entrepreneur and become their own boss so they can tell other people what to do, but they don't want no one else to tell them what to do. Always remember that. If they're trying to sell something to you, it's because they don't want to work. And then you got to remember who's winning and who's losing. Now, the Dominatrix charge money too now. This stuff ain't for free. Dominatrix will actually be nice enough to say, I'll charge you $200, $400, $500. The highest a Dominatrix might charge is probably $1,000, maybe $2,000, depending on what city or state you live in. A Dominatrix will work with price. Pickup artists and dating coach have that mentality, it's either you take it or you leave it type of thing. A Dominatrix will not only show you how to fulfill women's sexual fantasies, no matter how crazy or extreme they are, they will also teach you about yourself. your strengths, your weaknesses, why you're not getting to the next level. They'll do it like they're a basketball coach or a football coach. And guess what? If you look in all our movies and all our television shows, if you notice anything, they always show you a before and after. And Vampire Diaries, before you ever see Damien, one of the hot bad boy vampires in Vampire Diaries, what do you see? You see him with an older woman, right? And at the end of the TV series, you see him with a young chick, right? Because he needed someone to teach him about himself and how to understand female nature. Pickup artists and dating coaches will take you to the nightclubs and the bars, and then here's the problem. You make the mistake because you don't know which girl to talk to, so you talk to random girls making mistakes. Why, the older guy does this. And the pickup artist and the dating coach keeps the real information away from you because they don't want you to find out that their whole entire setup is so you can buy their books and their DVDs and nothing else. They know it's all about looks, money, and status. Think about it. Why you charging money for books and DVDs? Because you know it's all about money. Pickup artists and dating coaches don't believe in giving books and DVDs for free. They got to charge you money. If they try to justify it, they're stupid because in that case, then a carsman should try to justify why he sells a car. If you buy a cell phone, that means a cell phone man should justify why he sells cell phones. So if a pickup artist or a dating coach try to justify, they're stupid because the name of the game is divide and conquer. Think about it. Everybody want to be rich and famous, right? So you can't trust pickup artists and dating coaches to give you the correct information. If they get mad at the video, it's because I'm exposing them for who they are. Think about it. Every time somebody go to these guys, it always ends badly. How do you think Midtown was created? By pickup artists and dating coaches. How do you think incels were created? By pickup artists and dating coaches for lying and not telling the truth. I tell the truth. You may not like the truth. You may not like how I'm explaining it. You may not like how I'm telling it to you. You may not even like how I'm telling you the truth. But what you will get from me is 100% the truth. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And pickup artists and dating coaches don't like this channel because I'm exposing for who they really are. They're scam artists. You promise somebody something, and if I go into a store, right, and I say I want good service, I pay for good service. But if I'm not getting good service and I'm paying a lot of money for it, I want my money back. That's like if you go to McDonald's or Burger King, I want good service, right? And if you don't get good service, you're going to say what? I want my money back. Well, these guys promise you good service, and they never actually give you good service. Now, for the women. You got some, they don't call them male dominatrix, they call them male domina. Meaning an older man teaches a younger woman about herself. And guess what? A male domina teaches a woman how to fulfill any man's sexual fantasies. So it works both ways. The dominatrixes are to help the men. The male domina is to help the women fulfill men's sexual fantasies. It's a two-way street. It works both ways. So when I say the dominatrix and the domina is the sex teachers versus pickup artists and dating coaches, both professions charge money. That's obvious, okay? That's just what it is. It's part of life. No matter where you go, they're going to want this, money. You want to buy a car, it's going to cost you money. You want a house or an apartment, going to cost you money. You want clothes, shoes, it's going to cost you money. You want to go to the dentist and get your teeth fixed, it's going to cost money. You want to go to the gym and be in the best athletic shape and look like Captain America or Thor, it's going to cost money. If you want the best sex education, it's going to cost money. The thing is, the question you have to ask yourself is, are you going to the right people or are you going to the wrong people? That's the question you need to ask yourself. So this video is to give men and women advice. Because you got some men who have been scammed out of money. That's what you hear on the internet, right? But what we never hear on the internet is women who have been scammed out of money. You got some women who go to these places and they get scammed by female pickup artists, female dating coaches. They get scammed. So it ain't just men who get ripped off, women get ripped off. So I'm making a video for men and women. And the reason why I'm explaining it to you men is because I don't want you guys to be saying, well, Alex ain't never told me this information. Because I already told you less than 24 hours ago, there's going to come a time where life's going to happen. I'm not going to always be making YouTube videos. One day I have to buy a house. One day I got to buy a car. One day I got to get a second job and make more money. One day I might get married and have kids and may not have time to make YouTube videos. So when I'm giving you this advice, you better take advantage of this advice. It's for men and for women. So it's for both. So when I put the title in there, Sex Game, Dominatrix is the sex teacher versus pickup artists and dating coaches, I'm trying to explain to you, both do similar jobs, both charge a lot of money, but only one of them is going to give you the correct information. Pickup artists and dating coaches, I'm talking about for men, they can't help you fulfill women's sexual fantasies, because that means they would have to go out of business. That means they can't sell books or DVDs, and their purpose of existence is to sell books, DVDs, and YouTube videos. A dominatrix sells her services, but the dominatrix teaches you how to get young women. Tom Leykis said it best. You gotta date older women first before you can get young women. Or some guys say, I don't like dating fat women. Tom Leykis said you gotta date some big women before you can get the super hot, attractive women. It ain't you get super hot, attractive women like in the movies and the television shows. Real life, you're gonna have to do stuff that you don't like in order to get success. And that's what the pickup artists and the dating coaches do not like to talk about. What you need to be successful. Pickup bars and dating coaches, they take you to the only place they know how to take you to, the nightclubs and the bars. A dominatrix is going to take you everywhere. She's going to take you to places you didn't even think was possible. Pickup artists and dating coach can't do that. Pickup artists and dating coach like to have what they call a controlled environment. You've seen the movie Jurassic Park, right? Remember when they recreated the dinosaurs and they had a controlled environment? And the Tyrannosaurus Rex did not want no controlled environment. The Tyrannosaurus Rex wanted to hunt, right? Well, the dominatrix is actually going to show you how you survive whether you're in or not in a controlled environment. Pickup artists and dating coaches take you to places that are controlled environments, but then do not give you the information or the training on what happens if you're not in a controlled environment. So I know this video was a lot longer than all the others. This is good advice for men and women. Some of you will like this video. Some of you will question this video. Some of you will comment. It's okay if you give me good comments, bad comments, thumbs ups, downs. That's what YouTube's for. Until next time, peace.